All right. How you doing, guys? Fern here. Talking about puppy, life with a puppy. You see this little tail down here? Come over here, you little varmint. We're talking about the Boaster here. Me and Bowie are surviving, although some of us better than others. I'm tired. This puppy stuff is tough. You know, it's not easy. I know that, and I knew that going in, but you know, until you're doing it, you don't realize how exhausting it is. So I'm tired. You know, I took a nap yesterday. The first time I've ever taken a nap since I think my kids were 1 or 2. It's because it's the exact same process. It's the exact same thing. So we're doing good. House training, we're back on track. No accidents yesterday, only one the day before. Again, all were my fault. So, but it, you know, that comes with the territory. He's on this medication for coccidia, and his poop is starting to harden up now. It's starting to get a little more normal, which is good. And I can maybe, once he's parasite free and the poop is looking good, then I can transition him to some better food. But right now, we just got to get his belly feeling good. And then once he's cleared of parasites, he gets to go and interact with other dogs, which is killing both of us, because I would love to be able to give him that outlet, and he's dying to play with other dogs. And whenever we're on our walks and he's encountering other dogs, he cannot wait to play. And this guy he's a brave little guy. He is so confident with other dogs, no matter what they're doing, no matter how big they are. So he's going to have a lot of fun, I think, playing with some other pooches as soon as he's clear. One thing we've encountered is, of course, nippiness. This guy has a lot of sharp teeth and he likes to nip. So this is not a lot of fun for my kids, okay? Because he's constantly nipping. So what I recommend you do with a puppy, especially when you have kids, is to get some big toys, some long toys to keep his mouth far away. He's busy scratching right now. Keep that mouth far away from the person. So we've got this. Also, this was a gift from Jennifer. Thank you very much. So this is good because it goes. He can get on one side, and my kids can get in the other without accidentally getting nipped. So these long toys. I always recommend some bigger toys with dogs. There's another toy that I want to show you, which is really good too. All right, hop on down there, little guy. All right. So these toys are great because I can get one end, like my kids can get one end. All right. And they don't have to worry about getting nipped, or I can go down there and it's not such a big deal. But then I got something better, something I recommend a lot, which is called a flirt pole, all right? Which is basically just a pole, looks like a big cat toy, and on the end of it, there you go, is a toy, and this has a little squeaker in it. So what I can do, what my kids can do is, my kids can just be over here on the couch, far away from those pointy teeth, and they can be playing with them. Now this is, I like doing this outside or indoors, as long as thing is, this is very similar to a weapon for my kids. So they got to be careful with it, and you got to be careful they don't knock into the TV and stuff. So a lot of times I have them hold it like kind of like this, and just, come on little guy, and just bring it around like that. So, but this is a really great way that for kids to play with this little guy and not get nipped and be nervous, because they spend a lot of their time up here on the couch afraid that they're going to get nipped. So with this, they're actually having a lot of fun because they can play with them and have them run around. It's really a cool toy, and this is good for dogs of all sizes, not just for puppies. You know, this is good for all kinds of dogs, especially like even bigger dogs, because you can get them moving around really quickly in a small small space, especially dogs who like to chase things. Go get it. He just wants all the toys. So it's pretty cool. All right, so he's got a lot of options here of what we can play with. All right, and tiring him out is job number 1 for me, because a tired dog is a good dog, and when he is chock full of energy, he is a handful of little needle teeth. So we've learned these. I always recommend big toys, but now I'm seeing, you know, also the long toys that keep those teeth away for kids, so you don't feel like, or even adults who don't want to get nipped. You know, for me, I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me as much, and I'm, you know, kind of obviously more trained than my kids in it. But this is just a great way to let them both have some fun safely. that makes sense. Let's see here. Who do we got here? I'm sorry. Gemma, how are you? How you doing? Thanks for checking in here. So we're still socializing. I noticed today, it's been a little rainy here in New Jersey, and I noticed today he's a little nervous. I live on a pretty busy street, and he's, you know, when a big truck goes by or a motorcycle, he's a little nervous, but he kind of snaps back okay. But I got a live one here. But I noticed in the wet weather, when it's like kind of moist out there and the cars go over the wet pavement, it's a different kind of sound, different kind of stimulus. He's a little uncomfortable. So this morning I took him out and he did not want to walk. He was a little freaked out. So after he did his business, I just sat on my steps with him on my lap, just letting him soak in as the cars go by. And he just kind of like looked at it just to get him acclimated to it. And then also I noticed at night he's a little nervous as well. Now I think it's probably amplified because of the rain and the wet weather and the street. But definitely in low light he's a little uncomfortable. So my homework for the next couple nights is I'm going to take him for nighttime walks. You know, at the moment here in New Jersey it stays light out really late. So by the time I'm taking him out, maybe for his last little walk, it's just a quick squirt and we're back in. But now I'm going to do a late night walk just to get him used to the shadows and the lights reflecting on everything, because I could see he's just a little bit tentative, and these aren't a big deal, but these are just little red flags that I see. That's just easier. Where'd he go? Come on. It's easier to address this stuff now. Come on. Come on. Let's see. When you can't see him, it's trouble. There he is. All right. All right, come here, my man. That's right. Okay. So I'm just noticing these little things and trying to turn them around as quickly as possible, because these little issues can become big issues. He's gone. Oh. See, now he just wants to pull. So we want to be careful that we don't neglect or not notice things that can be an important socialization red flag, that we want to kind of turn around. So I'm trying to, take my own advice and take it into a different place every time. We're going to go for another walk down the other way, which is a little bit more of a busier, kind of some shops and gas stations. I'm going to take him to visit the gas station and just some other stuff to soak in some more stimulus. But we're doing good. But yeah, I'm tired, very tired. But he's a good little boy, I tell you. When he's got the energy released, he is like such a sweet little cuddler. Really going to be just a great dog, really great dog for my kids. Once the nippiness is gone, once he's done with the nippiness, can I have that? Yeah, see, he just wants to, please, thank you. Just wants to bite the rope, and I don't want him. And this is like a little springy, and I don't want him chewing through that. You can chew on this though, big guy. But he's going to be he's got a really good temperament. So I'm just going to keep my work up so that I can keep him, looking good and being the good boy that he is, right? Come here, say hello to everybody. That's right. This is my boy right here. There he is. As you can see, he just wants to chew on everything. That's my boy. That's my boy right there. Look over there. Look over there. No, look at that. Who's that? Who's that right there? All right. All right, guys. That's my update for today. We're moving along. He's doing good. He's still, as always, feisty, and I'm trying to stay awake most of the time. But we're doing good. Thank you, everybody, for watching and your support. I hope this helps you with your puppies, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye, guys.